is Kelly Goslin. I am this summer's archivist at the Anglican Diocese of Ontario, and I'm here to present to you the Archives Showcase. The English Church has a lengthy history in Kingston, dating back to the last decade of the 18th century. The original St. George's Church was a whitewashed wooden building now facing what would be considered Market Square. It was built in 1792 under the ordination of Reverend John Stuart. Reverend John Stuart was a loyalist born in Pennsylvania who originally worked as a missionary to the Mohawk peoples of New York. He and his wife Jane O'Kill, as well as their 8 children, were forced to flee their home by revolutionary forces, and in 1781 were granted passage to the province of Quebec. By 1785, John Stuart had settled his family in Cataraqui and decided to take up ordination and missionary work here. He was already familiar with the Mohawk dialect and felt quite comfortable after his position in New York. Under his ministry, the community here flourished, and St. George's Church was highly populous. He also helped in educating the children of the municipality, constructing schools not only in Kingston, but along the shores of the Ottawa River. His son, George O'Kill Stuart, followed in both his scholastic and ecclesiastical footsteps. After marrying Lucy Brooks, he moved to York, or what is now considered Toronto, and established a grammar school, for which he was the headmaster. In 1812, he moved back to Frontenac to take up his father's position. In 1821, he was pronounced the Archdeacon of York, and in 1829, he was pronounced the same for Kingston. By 1862, he was the first Dean of Ontario, working out of St. George's Church. George O'Kill Stuart's ministry can really be defined by a remarkable surge of construction and renovation. The original St. George's Church was far too small for a burgeoning community of Anglicans. As a result, he brought in architect Thomas Rogers. From 1825 to 1828, Rogers built what is now the current present-day St. George's Cathedral. Then, in 1838, British architect William Coverdale was brought in to renovate and expand upon the original floor plan of St. George's. He returned in 1842 to construct our current steeple, which is adorned with Corinthian columns, as well as the Doric portico directly beneath. In doing so, he created what is now considered the iconic neoclassical facade of our structure. He also followed the original plans for a colonnade structure that were originally created in ancient Rome, which placed more ornate Corinthian or feminine columns closer up to the sky and placing sturdier, considerably more masculine design columns down at the base, or Doric. At the same time as Thomas Rogers' work, in 1827, George O'Kill Stuart was also responsible for the construction of the original parsonage going alongside St. George's Church. We have the original land deed here, right in front of us, with a portrait of George O'Kill Stuart and what are potentially the original keys to St. George's Cathedral, as we now have it. It's a remarkable piece of architectural history, as well as local history, and it gives us direct insight into one of our forebears who really changed the landscape of our devotional spaces in the Diocese of Ontario. Join us next week as we explore the life and times of John Calvin through a very remarkable book in our collection.